All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Luis Morales here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. First day of the week after a holiday weekend. Super happy to be here with you guys for the abs and core class. I'm going to get right into explaining what we're doing. Got a plethora of things that we're going to be doing today. Before I get into actually explaining it with my words, I'm going to go ahead and put this workout in the chat. You guys will see by looking in the chat, kind of a lengthy workout as it's written down on paper. It's not going to be longer than our typical workouts. But let me go through the exercises in order here. So without the structure in mind, what the movements that we're going to be doing, we're going to be starting with a plank two pike. So with the hands planted under the shoulders in this nice kind of high plank position, what we're going to do is push our hips up into some downward dog and then keep the tummy nice and tight and stop as those hips on the way down, as those hips come into line with our heels and our shoulders. So I'm going to repeat. That's our first one. Second one, really creative plank. I've been liking this one a lot lately. If you've been in this class before, you might recognize the crossbar plank. So having the arms kind of horizontal instead of vertical in this kind of forward plank position, what we're going to do is rotate out of this position. So you guys are going to open up to the ceiling, pushing away from the ground with one arm that stays planted. Then we're going to switch over to the other side, always pushing away. Really good for the core here, really good for the shoulders. So that is our second movement. Coming up next, we're going to be doing plank with the alternating leg lift. So you guys can either be on the elbows or on the hands for this one. I'll show it to you guys on the hands. Keeping the core really tight, keeping those hips pointed straight down. We're just going to squeeze our glutes one side at a time, alternate bringing the leg up just a little bit. You don't have to bring the leg up super high. We want to keep that core really tight. So just a little bit of leg movement there. Up next, after that, we're going to stand all the way on up and do a squat with the knee to opposite elbow. And so what I mean by that is we're going to have our hands up on our heads, go down into a nice air squat, and then come up, kind of crunch, and bring our opposite elbow to opposite knee. So we're going to alternate with that one. Exhale every time. Just think kind of a little crunch. We want to use the core here, and you don't have to touch the elbow to the knee every time. It is just a target. All right, next up, what we're going to be doing is some single leg RDL. So I like this movement a lot, mainly because I believe that glutes are part of the core. So we're going to warm this up in our warm up, but generally what this is going to look like, we'll kind of hinge on one leg, keep our hips pointed down towards the ground, and then we'll just use our glutes and hamstrings and stand back up. So we want a slight knee bend, but we don't want the knee to bend as we move. So we're going to get that knee bend in there first, hinge from the hip, use all those hip muscles. We'll switch back and forth between side to side. All right, and then the last couple movements, in the last 3 minutes, what we're going to be doing is primal press and then plank with the alternating arm lift. So primal press, we're just hands and knees here. We're going to push down through the toes. Knees are going to get elevated. We're just going to hang out here. This is really good for the core and the quads. So that'll be good. And then the last final movement of our main workout is going to be plank with alternating arm lift. So it's easy to kind of spread the feet out here, bring the hands close together. Then we're going to alternate reach. We want to make sure that our hips are staying pointed directly at the ground, no twisting. Good core movement there. Okay, for those who have joined a little bit later, I hope you guys can see the workout in the chat. If not, please let me know. I'll put it right back into the chat. You guys can hit up the chat for that. But
hey,
it's going
Luis,
to be, yeah,
you
sure.
got dead bug to hollow. Are we doing that or not?
Yes, I was just about to get into that. Thank you, Daryl, for pointing that out. So the structure of our workout today, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, classic Tabata style. And so we're going to be doing 4 rounds or 4 minutes of all those movements I just showed you guys. And then the last minute of our first kind of 5-minute blocks, we're going to be doing and as many reps as possible of the dead bug to hollow. And so this is one of my favorite ones. This is going to be constant throughout the workout. So we're going to be on our backs for this one, only one on our backs. When we start, arms reaching up towards the ceiling, legs bent. We're going to take those arms and legs away from each other, hold this hollow position for a second or two, as long as you can tolerate it, and then bring it back in. So we're just gonna do as much as this as possible for 1 minute and then jump into the next block. So that is going to be our workout. I'm gonna put it in the chat one more time just in case anyone missed it. Awesome, okay. All right, you guys, so a lot of stuff going on today, a lot of moving pieces. Once we finish our first blocks for the Tabata, we're going to be moving on and not doing those movements again. So once we do our first 4 rounds of that plank stuff in the beginning, we're gonna do our dead bug to hollow and then move on to the next block. So again, if you guys are confused or like what's coming next, check out the chat. I definitely just put the workout in the chat. Let's go ahead and get into the warm up before we start this workout itself. So for the warm up, we're gonna be doing a lot of plank today. So let's get into a nice high plank position, also known as kind of your standard push-up starting position. And from here, we just wanna make sure we kind of get in touch with our shoulders, make sure that we're really actively pushing away from the ground and not sinking towards it. Want to check in with our core, make sure we can kind of squeeze the glutes, squeeze the tummy in this position. And if you guys can see your reflection, just check in to make sure the hips are in line with the heels and the shoulders. We don't want the hips super high. We also really don't want the hips extra low. That's too much on the spine there. So a couple more breaths here in this position. Getting these muscles warmed up, getting our bodies warmed up. One more breath. Awesome. Okay. Go ahead and put those knees down, guys. Let's go ahead and stand all the way up. What we're going to practice now is a little bit of our bilateral Romanian deadlift. So with those feet planted about shoulder width apart, they can be even a little narrower if you'd like, toes pointed forward. What we're going to do is pretend like we got handfuls of groceries and we just want to shut the car door a little bit with our hips. So pushing the hips back, letting the knees bend a little bit. This is a mostly hip action kind of movement. If you guys want to bend the knees a little bit first and then just do the hips, that's typically a good way to get it right. Keep the core tight. It's important that we really use the core here to support the spine. And let's get down here and pause for a moment, guys. And now let's shift our weight side to side. If you guys are uncomfortable with doing a single leg version of this, if it's super wobbly later on, feel free to just do the two-footed version, and or you can put 1 foot behind and kind of practice a supported kickstand version of the RDL, which will look like this. Push those hips back, and then you squeeze the glute and the hamstring. I highly recommend just nailing it with the two-footed version if you're unfamiliar. But later on, we're gonna get into this. All right, you guys. Good job warming up. Give yourselves a little jump, a little shake. Let's go ahead and get this workout started. I'm gonna put 18 minutes on the clock. That's how long we're gonna be working. Once again, look at the chat. If you're wondering what's coming next, I'll be guiding you guys through the whole way. All right, guys, really short intervals except for those 1 minute AMRAPs. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're starting with the plank to pike. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're going. All right, plank to pike, 20 seconds real quick. Push those hips up. Bring the hips back down. Breathing as we go here, guys. Breathing as we go. And time. All right, guys, quick rest here. Next up, it's the plank with the alternating rotation. So we're gonna be horizontal with those forearms. We're gonna alternate the rotation. All right, here we go. We're into it. Rotate, reach up towards the ceiling, look past that hand, come back. Nice and horizontal with those forearms here, guys. Take your time. A few seconds left. And time. Beautiful. Okay, that was our first round. We got 3 more to go with those 2 same movements. All right, plank to pike. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back up into it. Pushing those hips up, carefully and precisely bringing them back down Squeezing the tummy, not letting those hips go down past the line between our shoulders and our heels. Good work, you guys. 3, 2, 1, and we're resting. Next up, plank with the rotation. We're getting nice and horizontal. Make sure we're not struggling with this one. 3, 2, 1. Let's get into it. Reaching up towards the sky. Pushing away from the ground simultaneously here, guys. I know it's a lot on those shoulders. Almost done here. 3, 2, 1, and we're resting. Nice work, you guys. 2 rounds down like that. All right, let's hammer out these second 2, and then we're gonna go into the dead bug to hollow. All right, here we go. Let's get going. Pushing those hips up. Bringing the hips back down, tummy super tight the whole way. Use those exhales to your advantage. Exhale really hard, tummy should tighten up. 3, 2, 1, and we're resting. Quick rest, you guys. Okay. Plank with the rotation coming up next. 3, 2, 1. Establish that good plank first. Then we rotate and push away. Here we go. Good job, you guys. Good job. Remember, we can open up those hips and make sure they stay nice and locked when both arms are on the ground here. All right, guys, time to rest. Here we go. 10-second break. Last little round here. Then we're doing our dead bug to hollow. All right, here we go. Last time for the plank to pike. Use those exhales, use that core, guys. Don't shrug. Make sure those shoulders are staying away from the ears here. 3, 2, 1. All right. Nice work, you guys. Nice work. I'm sure the shoulders are starting to feel a little warm, maybe burning a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Last time with the rotation here. Push away from the ground. Look up past that hand. Good work, you guys. Good work. After this, it's no rest. We're going straight onto our backs. Dead bug to hollow. 3, 2, 1. All right. Actually, I was mistaken. We're going to do 5 seconds of rest. Here we go. On our backs. 3, 2, 1. Now we're doing our dead bug to hollow. All the way out with those arms and legs. And bring it back in. Back should stay connected to the ground the whole time. Exhale as you bring those arms and legs back in. Good work, you guys. Good work. These minute intervals are going to seem like an eternity after we're just doing these short bursts. Power through. You guys got it. All right, you guys. About 25 seconds left. Let's keep working. Coming up next after this, we're jumping straight into our plank with the alternating leg lift. And then we're doing the squats right after that. 10 seconds. Come on, guys. Keep moving those arms and legs. Keep that tummy tight. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's quickly flip on over. We're in the plank with alternating leg lifts. Find that good plank position first. Then we'll just alternating, squeezing those glutes, bringing the heels up a little bit, making sure we're nice and solid elsewhere. 3, 2, 1, and we're resting. Let's come up onto our feet. Those squats, hands on head coming up next. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So we're squatting, pulling the knee to opposite elbow, squat again, knee to opposite elbow. Tummy's got to be tight the whole time here, guys. 5 seconds. Come on, let's push. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, you guys. 1 round down to that, 3 to go. We're back onto our hands and our knees, plank position. 3, 2, 1. Find that plank, and then we're squeezing the glutes. one at a time. Good work, you guys, good work. Core's nice and tight. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, time to rest. We got to stand up for those squats coming up next. 3, 2, 1. Squatting. Big exhale, crunch. Try and bring that knee to the elbow. And try and develop that rhythm. Here we go. 10 seconds. Come on, let's work. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Time to rest. 2 down, 2 to go with this block. We're back onto those planks. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lifting one leg at a time. Making sure your pelvis, pretending like they're headlights blinding the ground. Don't let them twist away. Come on, guys. Good work. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Lots of short intervals in this workout, guys. Let's go 100% in each one. 3, 2, 1. Squat, knee to opposite elbow. Here we go. You guys got to develop that rhythm. Big exhales. Come on now. 7 seconds. We got it. Pedal to the metal. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, you guys, shake those arms out. This is the last time we got to do a plank with the alternating leg lift. 3, 2, 1. Final little round here. Here we go. Line the ground with those headlights. Sure, shoulders are getting tired by now. Good work, you guys. Good work. Short intervals. All we got. 3, 2, 1. Stand it on up. All right, guys. So after this squat interval, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it going. After this short interval, we're resting for 10. Going right back into the dead bug to hollow. Got to keep that core burning as we move blocks. Here we go. 8 seconds. 100%. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, guys, quick rest. Let's go ahead and lay it on down on our backs. 3, 2, 1. Dead bug to hollow. Here we go. Long interval here. This can be some active rest here, guys. Don't hold your breath. Good job, you guys. Way to keep that back flat. Hang out in that hollow position for 1 second if you can. Great work, guys. Great work. We're halfway through. Good job, guys. Good job. We're killing it. Coming up next, you guys, is our single leg RDLs. About 15 seconds. Now, if you guys can be near a wall or a piece of furniture that'll help you balance on that one leg, feel free to do so. Here we go. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get up. I'm starting on my right leg. Find that good stance. Find that knee bend. Hinge over. Big glute squeeze. Here we go. Got to keep the tummy tight. We're trying to sit back into that hip. 3, 2, 1. We're resting. All right, guys, whatever leg you started with, let's go the opposite coming up next. 3, 2, 1. Big glute squeeze. Use that foot. Grip the ground here, guys. Good job. Got to keep that tummy really tight. We're sitting the hips back. 3, 2, 1, and let's rest. All right, you guys, a lot of lower body in this block. We can stay standing. 3, 2, 1, original leg. Here we go. Should feel some stretch in the hamstring, maybe in the calf. Good job, you guys. Good job. Big exhales. Trying to squeeze that glute. And time. Time for a short rest here, guys. Other side coming up next. Make sure you're sure to keep the core tight every time. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're into that other leg. Grip the ground with your foot. It's okay if it's a little wobbly. Want to keep those hips, those headlights pointed down, blinding the ground as we move here, guys. Don't let that back hip open up too much. 3, 2, 1, and we're resting. 2 rounds down, 2 to go. Come on, guys, we're getting right through this one. 3, 2, 1. Original leg, round 3. Good work, you guys, good work. We're almost done here, about 5 seconds. And time. All right, guys. Other leg coming up next. We got 5 seconds of rest. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sitting back into that hip, trying to feel some tension in the hamstrings. Good job, you guys. Good job. Keep that core tight, trying to stabilize the spine here. 5 seconds. Come on. And time. Beautiful work, everybody. Okay, this is the last round for these RDLs. Let's make it our best one. 3, 2, 1. Original leg. Let's go. Good job, you guys. Slight knee bend. All the action coming from the hip. Blind the ground with your lights. 3, 2, 1. And we're resting. All right, guys, second leg. Last time we're doing it, then we're quick break. We're jumping into our dead bug to hollow. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Second leg. Good work, you guys. Core really tight. Strong exhales. Big time bracing. 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done, you guys. Okay, quick rest. Let's get onto our backs. The dead bug to hollow interval coming up next. Here we go. 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. Arms up, legs up. Now let's aim to hang out for the hollow position just a little bit longer than we were before. That means 1 or 2 Mississippi. So be it. Good work, you guys. Good work. Getting a little bit slower and coming out of that hollow position. Core's turned on. See how long we can hold it. Come on now, push yourself a little bit. Hold it a little bit longer. We're doing less reps, same amount of time. Already halfway through. Good job, you guys. Come on, let's hold it for a couple seconds. See what we got. Good. Feel that lower abdomen. Here we go. About 10 seconds. We got a couple more minutes. After this, it's straight into some primal press. 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys, great work. Let's flip onto our hands and our knees. Once we're there, toes up under us, push down through the toes and the hands, knees are up off the ground. And we're just hanging out. We got about 10 seconds. Good work, guys, good work. And time. All right, you guys, next up is the plank with the alternating arm lift. Remember, wide feet, hands closer together. That's gonna be the easier way to do it. 3, 2, 1. Let's find that good plank position again. Let those headlights blind the ground. Don't let those headlights look anywhere else. Here we go. Good job, you guys. Use the shoulders, push away from the ground. We're almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, you guys, only 2 more rounds, then we're done. Then we'll get straight into our cool down. 3, 2, 1. We're back into that primal press. Toes down, hands under the shoulders. Just breathing, hanging out, staring contest with the ground. You got it, guys. You got it. And time. Put those knees down. Plank with the alternating arm lift coming up next. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Big reach. Push away with that opposite arm. Good job, guys. Good job. We're almost done. Next interval is the last one. 3, 2, 1. We're resting. All right, you guys, we're only doing primal press in the plank. One more time. That'll be it. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. Primal press. Last time. Let's give it our all. 100% here. Let's go unbroken. You got 10 seconds left. Come on, stay with me. Heavy breathing. 3, 2, 1. Rest those knees. All right, you guys, final interval coming up here. Let's go pedal to the metal. Last one. See if we can do it all. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Big reaches. Placing that hand right back where it came from. Good job, you guys. Good job. Doing great here. Almost done. 5 seconds. Come on, keep moving. Keep moving those arms. 3, 2, 1, and let's rest. Beautiful work, you guys. Great job. All right, we still got some time to spare. Timer's going off, letting us know that we are done. Okay. Take a moment. Get a couple inhales through the nose. Grab some water if you need to. And for the cool down, we're gonna hang out on the ground today. So once you've walked it off for a moment, find your way back to the ground. Hands and knees position. Don't worry, no more primal press. And from here, guys, let's widen out the knees a little bit. Crawl those hands forward and sink our hips back into some relaxing child's pose. Take a moment to find your most comfortable position. We're just trying to breathe here, guys. Just trying to slow heart rate and breathing rate down a little bit by inhaling and then exhaling for a little bit longer than the inhale. Good job, you guys. With each exhale, let yourself kind of melt into the ground a little bit more. Good work for staying with me through that last interval. Good job, you guys. One more big breath. Nicely done. Okay, after that exhale, slowly let's rise out of that position. And let's bring ourselves all the way down onto our stomachs here in our space. A lot of plank work today. Lots of stabilizing the spine. So what we can do is show our spine a little bit of love, especially also after sitting in a desk all day. What we're going to do, plant those hands up around face level, push ourselves up into some cobra. So we want to keep our hips on the ground here. And if this is kind of too much for you, go ahead and just sink down onto those elbows. Let those elbows right below the shoulders kind of support you. You can hang out with our pelvis connected to the ground. And from here, just try and take some deep breaths. Want to make sure our shoulders are away from the ears. After a long day of sitting and or working, really good to get some extension into the spine here. One more big deep breath. Good job, you guys. Good job. All right, slowly bring yourself back down to the ground. And then you can push yourself up which way is most comfortable for you. Oh, great work, you guys. Great work. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. I'm about to drop a quick link in the chat. And what that is our membership satisfaction service. If you haven't already taken it, feel free, please go take it. Let us know how we're doing, how we can do our jobs better. It really helps us. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Take care, stay healthy out there, and I will see you guys next time. Good job.
Thanks, Luis.
Good work, guys. Good work, Daryl. Have a good evening, guys. See you next time.